So when we first start thinking about what we're going to write, the first thing we've got to do is come up with ideas. Okay? You don't need to write this. I just want you paying attention on the screen. So ideas. We need some ideas about what to write about. Okay? One way that we can get ideas is we can sit and we can just think of things, right? And that thinking of things is called brainstorming. So one way to get ideas is by brainstorming. It's just sort of sitting there thinking about different things that come into your mind that you could write about. Okay? Now another way to get ideas, and another way that I know you guys get ideas, is looking through books. Okay, you can flip through books that you like, picture books. Whoops, looking books. Nope, looking through books. Okay, flip through some picture books, look at the pictures, see if it brings anything to your mind that you might want to write about. Okay, sometimes you guys have a story you want to tell. Okay, and you may just have a story you want to tell. That can be an idea. So if you guys have a story to tell, your ideas could come from that, about what to write about. And the idea actually that we're going to do today, the way to get ideas that we're going to do today, is we're going to create something called a heart map. How many people in here have ever heard of a heart map? Okay, a few of you. How many of you have created heart maps before? Okay, a couple of you. Well, what we're going to do to get ideas for our writing is we are going to create your grade 3 heart map about yourself. So in a heart map, I'm going to write it right at the top here, my heart map. There's a few things that we have to think about. And the first thing we need is a picture of a heart. Okay? Now the heart that you draw doesn't have to be perfect. I'm going to choose to set mine up on my page this way, but if you're more comfortable, I don't mind if you want to turn your notebook this way and do it this way, like a landscape. I'm going to set mine up like a portrait. This is called a portrait way. Do not draw anything just yet. I'm going to model how to do this for you. So when I draw a heart, and I'm not the best artist for sure, you'll see that probably, but I can draw a heart. I just make a bump like this and come around, and I try to make the bottom part and this part as even as I can. Now, it's not perfect, and that's okay. This is my heart map. It doesn't need to be perfect. And then I'm going to make another bump. Just come right around on the other side and connect with that bottom part. Okay? That's how I draw mine. There's lots of different ways to do it. There is no right or wrong way to do it. Okay? Some of you, maybe you want to make a hand map. You could choose to do the shape of your hand. Okay, that would be okay with me too. So it would either be your heart map or your hand map. Now this map that we're thinking about, if you think about what a map is, think about what a map is. It's got things on it in a place you want to know about, right? It's got good directions that you go there. It's got important places. It kind of helps you find your way around. Well, you would want somebody looking at your heart map or your hand map, if you traced your hand, to kind of be able to know a little bit about you. Okay, so this place is the place of you. All right? It's what's important to you. It's what you're thinking about. It's what you really like. So if I were going to do this, and you can decorate the middle of it any way you like. Okay, and when I say decorate, you can put color on it only after it's all done. All right, and you may want to think of this as a rough draft. Okay, this is going to be kind of your rough draft. I will give you some colored paper later to do your final draft on. So this doesn't have to be your last copy. But right in the middle of my heart map, I'd probably put my family, because my family is very important to me. And I'm actually going to draw another little heart right in the middle of my map, because I want to put my family in a heart. I really like that. And then the next piece that would be really important to me, and I could put the names of my family if I wanted to. I could put my pets, right? I could put my brother, my sisters, all right? I could put my mom and dad, and you could put names in there, okay? They could all go right in there. Those could even be different colors in your final draft if you wanted them to be. You can think about that. The next thing that's really, really important to me are my students. Right? I'm always thinking about my students, just thinking, okay, how can I help them? I almost spelled it wrong. So, I'm going to make another heart like this. You don't have to keep making hearts like this. You can put them in any kind of section you want. You could draw boxes, okay? Some people like to draw lines. So another thing that I like to do, I love to read books, so I'm going to give books a pretty big piece of my heart. See, and I didn't make a heart that time. I just made a section of my heart. I'm going to write books, and I'm going to write it in big capital letters, and I'm going to put some eyeballs in there, and a big smiley face, and some exclamation points, because I just love books so much, and I can't get away from them. I'm always getting them. I have a big library, right? I might write that. Big library. I might write lots and lots. Okay, whoops. And I might write some of my favorite topics, right? I love reading about teaching. I love some sci-fi. I like some sci-fi. Right? I like reading about some business stuff, how to do things, okay? I love lots and lots of books, so I just put some topics up there. I might even put my favorite book, right? One of my favorite book titles. I'm not going to do that now, but that's just to give you an idea. I might pick something else that's really important to me. Japan. You guys know I go to Japan a lot. That's a pretty big piece. Okay, so I could write Japan, and I could write it in any kind of letters I wanted to, like this. Could make it in big bubbly letters. Just for fun, I could make kind of a funny A. See? You kind of can get the idea of it, because this is my heart map, so I get to decorate it any way I want to. Okay? Put it right here. I could draw little pictures in there. Maybe I want to draw the island of Japan. Okay? Actually, Japan has lots of little islands, but I'm going to draw the 4 main islands. Okay, and the island, this is where I spent most of my time, right here. So I'm going to draw a heart and write Kagoshima, because that's where I lived for a long time. And I also lived up here in Hokkaido, so I might label that too, because that was very special to me. Okay, and I could write other little things in there, just kind of giving you the idea. I might write food, because I love Japanese food. Okay, I might draw a little picture of, let's see, a noodle bowl or something. Okay, and some noodles and a couple of little chopsticks poking out. Okay, because that was fun for me. So you kind of get the idea how you're making sections, and you might even make sections in here. Okay, you might section off different places. Maybe I put students and then I put learning, because I love it when you guys are learning. And maybe I'll put reading, because I love it when you're reading. Right? And helping. I love helping you. Okay? And I'm always learning from you, and you're helping me too. Right? So you're part of my heart map. I might even put all your names in there. Okay? So those are some different things you could do with your heart map. What this heart map is going to do for us, though, besides tell me a little bit more about you and kind of help you get out your ideas about yourself, this heart map is going to give you ideas about what you want to write about this year, what you want to think about this year. The first couple of things that we're going to be writing, actual writing pieces we're doing, are going to be all about you. We're going to do a memoir, which is a story that happened in your life, and then you're going to write your autobiography up to this point. Okay, and some of you have seen the autobiographies we have in our library. You're going to do one of those too. Not all at once, not today. It's going to take us a little while. The place that we're going to start, though, is with your heart map. So it's what's important to you, what you like. And maybe you think of something in your heart map, you're not quite sure where it goes yet. Look at all this extra space you have on your paper. Okay, maybe you have a dog and you don't know where you want to put your dog, so you put your dog over here for now. And maybe you really like pasta, okay, and cake. So you put those over there, because, well, pasta and cake, it's important, but how important is it really? Right? How important is pasta and cake really? Maybe you're not sure yet. Maybe pasta's going to get a big chunk of you. Maybe pasta is this important to you in your life. But maybe pasta just gets a tiny little chunk. Okay, maybe it goes in here. Poor pasta. Okay, but maybe you don't even include pasta at all. Maybe you leave it right out of your heart. Okay, in the end. So this is kind of a list of things that you're not quite sure where you're going to put them. All right, if you don't know where to put them. So at this point, I am going to take some questions for you guys about what you think you should be doing with your heart map. This is going to be the focus of our writing for this writing lesson.